Back in the kitchen now with Chef Ken Hall, private chef who would be happy to come cook for you or cater your next party. Great to see you, Ken.
Well, thank you for having me on again.
Absolutely. I'm excited about this recipe, pumpkin pancakes, which would be perfect to do this weekend or, you know, actually for the next month. It'd be perfect to do Thanksgiving morning. Fun.
Anytime. And in fact, one of the classes that I just had was with a group of Girl Scouts.
Oh, fun.
And we were teaching them how to make different types of pancakes, and this was one that came up in our discussions on different types of pancakes to make. So I told them that I would make it.
Good deal. So we're making it right now, and it also is going to have a fun topping. So that's what we started with. We've got some apple here. And we're just going to cook that a little bit?
Yeah, what I wanted to do was just put that in there, and then we're going to add about a teaspoon of butter in there while they cook.
Okay.
And then we've got a little sprinkling of sugar over the top. Okay. Now, it all depends on the apples that you're using on how much sugar you're going to. And these are actually the wine saps, which are really nice.
Yeah, they're sweet.
And so you don't need a lot. And then pumpkin pie spice.
Okay.
Because we want to go with the whole pumpkin theme. So just a little bit. Now we're going to let those cook down.
Okay.
And then we're going to make a buttermilk pancake batter.
This smells so good, by the way. Wow.
We've got a cup and a third of flour.
Okay.
Just regular flour. We'll put that in there. Then what we've got is we've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I like really fluffy pancakes, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to use a little bit of baking powder and baking soda. And then we've got a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to kind of bring them around. And then 3 tablespoons of sugar.
Okay.
And then this, what I want to do is just kind of whisk it together, make sure you don't have little chunks of the baking powder or baking soda in there. Make a little well in the center. And then I've got my 1 egg.
Beautiful color.
This is my black copper marin. And we got to get the shell out of there. Shells are no good.
I love to see that even chefs get a little bit of shell in.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And earlier you said that you had a mishap with your tart yesterday. I cannot tell you how many things that I have dropped coming out of the oven.
Oh, I feel so much better. That was a first, Ken, and I'm sure it won't be the last. But what happened is the tart shell just, you know, I always bake a tart shell, obviously on a cookie sheet because, you know, the bottom is when you go to take it out, it just will pop right up on you. As we found out live on the air yesterday, I'll never live that one down, but we've got one for the blooper tape now. It's been a while. It's been a while. So the crew's like loving it. They're like, it's about time you messed up. Excellent.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Oh,
so
goodness. I felt like
it happens. The more, and you know, to all of the cooks out there, the more you cook, the more things happen. So.
Very true. Okay, now you make me, you can come back anytime, Ken, because let me tell you, yesterday I was feeling like I never wanted to go in the kitchen again, but we're back at it. We are back at it.
Okay, so what I did was I added a 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree.
This is just the canned stuff?
Yep, just the canned stuff.
But not the pumpkin pie filling, right?
Nope, just the pumpkin pie. And then what I did to
just
that
the pumpkin puree, okay.
I added 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon to it.
Okay.
Because sometimes I think the pumpkin pie filling are too sweet for what I'm looking for.
Okay.
So I do just the canned pumpkin, and then I add what I need.
A little bit of cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice. Okay.
Now, the one trick to this recipe is instead of melted butter to my pancakes, I use olive oil. So we want about 3 tablespoons of olive oil.
Now, why is that?
Olive oil, it helps with the shine, and sometimes the butter, when it cooks, it browns too fast. So when you have a heavier batter, the melted butter makes your batter even heavier, where the olive oil will lighten it up.
Okay.
And a little healthier in there, just trying to get some of those saturated fats out of there.
Sure. And that's one thing Ken does is he basically, one of his biggest clients are people who have just gotten, you know, maybe had surgery or had gotten some not great news from the doctor and they're trying to eat a little more healthy. And that's where Ken will come in and, you know, look at your doctor's requirements and make you fabulous meals that you won't even know are real good for you. So
yeah, I'll take the foods that the doctors say that, you know, these are what you need to concentrate on, and then I can take your normal taste buds and kind of put them together and help create something that's going to work for everybody. So now what I did was a little olive oil on there.
Okay.
And I'm just going to drop this.
You're using a non-stick griddle, which really, when it comes to pancakes, that's the way to go.
I use this griddle for just about everything that I do. A lot of the classes that I teach through the college, I go to different venues that don't have, you know, a professional kitchen. So we use a lot of the pancake griddle, and we'll do pork on here, we'll do chicken on here. There's a lot of different things that you can do on these griddles. So if you've got them packed away, break it out.
Yeah.
It's a quick, easy way to go.
You know, we all got something like this for a wedding gift, and yeah, it's like, where is it?
Okay, now with those apples, if you want to bring them back over onto the
Are
heat.
these look nice? I didn't want to overcook them.
They're perfect. And what I've got is I've got some fresh apple cider. So we're going to add our apple cider to it. And then a little bit of good maple syrup. And
We've got like an apple syrup now.
Exactly. And that's going to be the top of our pancakes. Now these pancakes cook up nice and fast. They're already starting to bubble. You know, we had our griddle already hot.
Perfect.
And now they're that nice color, just that little bit of pumpkin in there really gives them that nice fall color. And the fall is by far my favorite time of the year for cooking. I like the pumpkins and the squashes and things like that.
So many fun different things.
Well, every season has its place,
Sure.
and I just like the fall. I'm an outdoors type of person, so
Right.
a little too hot for me lately.
I know. I've heard that before.
So these do not take very long at all, and you can kind of smell that cinnamon and that pumpkin.
They're also going to be, I can tell they're going to be filling. You know, a couple of those are going to do you, one or two. You know?
Right. Oh, exactly. And this is something that, you know, we were talking with the younger kids. This is something you can make your parents.
Oh yeah.
You know, and surprise somebody with a nice breakfast.
I fell in love with and knew I wanted to do something with, you know, cooking was from cooking classes in Girl Scouts. My grandmother was also a fabulous cook, but she didn't cook, you know, real crazy stuff. So I remember we cooked in a Girl Scout class. We did a class on Mexican food, and I had never really been exposed to it. So that's, you know, teaching them and getting them things that they wouldn't know. So
Right. So then what we're going to do is now we've got our apples and our syrup here, and we're going to put our topping over the top.
Ken, that looks fantastic.
And you can cook the apples longer and make it more of an apple sauce kind of thing if you like.
Oh, those
and
look
then we're going to
delicious.
drizzle our
Wow.
syrup, and there you go.
Recipe will be on our website. Ken's going to do an amazing pumpkin dessert a little later on.